What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? So, quick video, talk about something dope, man. Like something I read today, last night, man, that I thought was very impactful. So 11 signs that your deep personality is so intense that it intimidates others. Ain't that crazy? That is a dope one, man. So people, I got 11 signs, man. So I'm gonna go through these 11 things that tell you that you have a deep personality that is so intense that it's intimidating other people, man. And you got to recognize that you have a deep personality and your personality is intimidating to other people. And that's for a various of things. And I'm gonna start with one of the first things. So I'm gonna give some people some time to start logging in. What's up, Quana? What's up, guys? What's up? How is everybody? How is everybody doing today? It's another day. It's bright and early. So today, man, we're gonna have a dope conversation, man, about 11 signs that your deep personality is so intense that it's intimidating other people, man. And that was one of the realest things I read yesterday, man, and I thought was very dope. I thought that it was very honest, and I seen myself in there. So, and a lot of other people like you guys that's watching this video might see yourselves as well. So 11 signs, people, 11 signs that your deep personality is so intense that it's intimidating others, man. So number one, man, that actually shows that is, number one, you are honest to a fault. You are honest to a fault. And with that being said, it means this, man. When it comes down to it, you value honesty above all else. In fact, you will have an uncomfortable conversation necessary to ensure that you can get straight to the point and put the truth out there. After all, if you don't have the truth, what do you have? Just remember that everyone is prepared to hear the truth. I don't know if everybody is always prepared to hear the truth, but they're going to hear the truth nonetheless. And I think that if you are honest to a fault and you always just keep it 100 and you speak and you speak the truth, no matter if that's your truth or that's the truth, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is very intimidated by that. So number two, you are a problem solver and you are not one to wallow in anything. You know what I'm saying? So you are a problem solver and not one to wallow. You know what I'm saying? So people, if you're in a difficult situation, you're not the kind of person who is going to sit around wallowing in the struggle. You've been handed. Do you understand that? You are not going to be the one that sit down and sit in a struggle that you have been handed. Instead, you will instantly get to work trying to find a solution to the problem, working on getting yourself out of there and onto better things. That's just real right there, man. That is just real. I'm gonna say that again, man. Number two, you are a problem solver, not one to wallow. And it says here that if you are in a difficult situation, you're not the kind of person who is going to sit around wallowing in the struggle you've been handed. Instead, you will instantly get to work trying to find a solution to the problem, working on getting yourself out of there and onto better things, man. That's real right there. That is a true statement. I'm sure people that can relate will, and some that can't just won't, you know. So number three is you aren't afraid of intimacy. I think if people hear that they are afraid of intimacy, they would say, no, I'm not afraid of intimacy, man. I have sex all the time. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm not talking about that type of intimacy, man. You know, so it's surprising how many people in today's society claim to understand the importance of intimacy, and they shy away from it completely when the opportunity presents itself. You, however, understand that intimacy comes on many levels and each is necessary in its own way in your relationships, including not only romantic relationships, but also friendships and family connections. This includes actions as simple as a hug or a pat on the back, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of deep, man. I want people to really watch this video and really truly listen to these 11 signs that tells that you have a deep personality that is very intimidating to other people. So number 4, you are incredibly intense in all that you do. I can tell you right now, I am very intense in everything I do, man. Everything means something. Everything is connected to something else. So when I'm pursuing one thing, I pursue everything at the same time because everything is all connected. So you got to be very mindful that you have to be intense in everything that you do. This is the kind of time that we live in today. You know what I'm saying? So you intend on living a life to the fullest, experiencing everything available. This causes you to lead your life with a level of intensity that most will fail to understand. Few who understand you will share your passion for finding enjoyments in every moment. Those are the people you need to surround yourself with. I'm going to say that again, man, because I'm pretty sure that's going to fly over a few people's heads, man. Listen, a few people will understand how important and intense you have to be in everything that you approach and everything that you do. You must find other people that share your passion in finding enjoyment in every moment. You know what I'm saying? Finding enjoyment in every moment. Those are the kind of people you want around you. Those are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with, man. This is true facts. If you want to be successful, follow these steps, and that's just what it is. So, number 5, you ask a lot of questions. While this may come across to others like you are interrogating them, the truth is that you want to get to know them on a deeper and more meaningful level. You aren't asking for manipulative reasons or to find out information you can use to your benefits later. You genuinely want to understand others better, and asking questions is the best way to learn more, man. So sometimes when people ask you a lot of questions, some people ain't just trying to find gossip. Some people ain't just always trying to play you. Some people is trying to connect with you on a deeper level, and in order for that to happen, you have to be able to ask questions. You got to really get to know somebody on another level than just this mere passing. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of dope. Number 6, man, you refuse to waste your time waiting around for others. That's number 6 on here, but that's like the top 3 for me, man. I refuse to waste my time waiting around for anybody that's waiting on somebody else. And most of the time, other people is waiting on other people. I'm not waiting on nobody. I have a brain. I'm very consistent. I'm very passionate. I'm very dedicated. And I'm very disciplined to go do exactly what I say I'm going to do. So I don't wait around for other people. A lot of people need 10 meetings every week to feel important. Not me, man. I'm good. I don't like to wait around for others. If me and you have a conversation, you could best believe I already start moving on that conversation. And if you ain't a part of the conversation, you gonna sit there and you gonna watch this conversation come to life, and then that's where the hate start, people. You know what I'm saying? So, sure, you understand the importance of friendships and companionships, but when it comes down to it, you have places to go and things to accomplish. If someone is going to waste your time or leave you waiting around, waiting for them to recognize what you have to offer, you have better things to do, man. You simply walk away and devote that time and energy into those who are ready, man. And that's what I do. And people don't understand that, and people will never understand that because people believe that it's all about friendships. It's not all about friendship. Sometimes it's about business, and when it's about business, there is no friendships. This is just business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more of a business person. I'm not really with the friendships. I'm not really with all the nonsense, man. I grew up in these neighborhoods, meaning that I already know friends end with E-N-D. So if you have a friend today, it's rarely that you could look back 20, 25 years and still be friends with certain people. Yes, I have many friends I grew up with. I'm friends with almost everybody I grew up with. And that's because I had different kind of relationships with people growing up. I never needed people. I never used people. I never needed people to be my friend because of that reason. I was always in my own position, no matter what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? So that goes right into number 7, man. You have to be like a human lie detector, able to see through BS, man. You got to be like a human lie detector in today's society, man. You got to see through the BS, because if you see through the BS ahead of time, you save your time, a lot of pain, a lot of headaches, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This past few years, I missed a lot of the BS, but I cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? And I kicked a couple of passengers out the car, and that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? But people thought they was driving, so they figured that they could drive their own V. But let me tell you something, man. I put you on the sidewalk immediately, because most people can't think. And that's most people's problems. If you can't think, you need to go get yourself a thinker. Period. That doesn't mean that you ain't smart. It doesn't mean none of it. It just means that you ain't really with the BS. You know what I'm saying? So back to number 7. When someone is being insincere or dishonest, it's like a red light goes off in your mind, warning you that they are screwing you around, man. Straight up and down. We always get that gut feeling. We always get that intuition that somebody's full of crap. But we overlooked it because of friendships, and because how long I knew you and things like that make us overlook our own gut feelings about a situation. You know what I'm saying? So as someone who has value, as we previously discussed, there's nothing you see as a bigger deal breaker than someone who tells lies. You have no interest in sticking around for those that don't respect you enough, to be transparent with you, man. Period. If you don't respect me to be straight up, to be honest, to be transparent and forthcoming about information, not the kind of information that when like you talk to somebody and they didn't give you all the information, they'll say things like, well, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. That's still lying, that's still fronting, that's still being deceived, man, regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying? If you have the opportunity to be open with someone, be open. Be open with the information that they don't know, that you know that they need to know, but you don't want to share because it might affect someone else. Listen, man, being 100 is being 100. People don't call me and tell me nothing about other people, because I tell them right then and there, yo, homeboy, yo, son, yo, look, I don't even want to hear that, man. Tell that to the person that needs to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the kind of person that sit there and listen to nonsense, man. I'm very, very incredibly open-minded, man. So it's really, really, really important that we really think about number 7, man. Number 7 is real. You have to become a human lie detector and be able to see through this BS, man, before you set yourself back 3 paces after taking 2 steps forward. Feel what I'm saying? So number 8, you are incredibly open-minded. Most people say they're open-minded because they're open-minded to the things that they like and the things that they feel is important to them. Being open-minded to me is being able to hear any information from wherever that information coming and really process that information and really make an informed decision, a real decision. Not, oh, I don't really like that because I don't like this person. I'm not really with that kind of concept. You know what I'm saying? So too many people have masks, closed-mindedness today, with the illusion that they are merely staying true to their morals and belief, rather than admitting they simply haven't tried to understand. Instead, you are open to trying to understand new ideas and concepts and ways of living. You may not agree, but you're always willing to learn more. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you. People stand behind bull crap and say, yeah, man, I'm being open-minded and I'm staying true to who I am with all my morals and beliefs. Let me tell you something, man. You attract the kind of people from the kind of energy that you put out. I speak to a lot of young women and a lot of young men that's always in horrible relationships, that's always in a bad relationship, always going through something, but they don't really realize is that they keep dating the same person. They keep meeting the same person in the same kind of places. If you met your last few peoples in the bar drinking and hanging out and that didn't work out the last 3-4 times, maybe you shouldn't be in the bar. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking while you're trying to find relationships, because at the end of the day, that's not how you're going to find a real relationship anyway. You know what I'm saying? You always got to be willing to be open-minded, man, and try something different that you didn't do before. This is where and why it's very important, man, that you look at these 11 steps right here. You know what I'm saying? So number 9, you always have a clear picture of what you want. That's a fact. I always have a clear picture on what I want. Me and my brothers sat down a couple years ago and we talked about a hat company. We talked about New Era stuff. We talked about all this stuff. We didn't have access to the New Era contract at the time, but that was our clear picture on where we was going, and that was only 2 years ago. And now today, me and my brother's company have a New Era contract attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all from that picture, that clear picture that me and my brother Rod had. You know what I'm saying? We had this vision. We had this picture when everybody was thinking this and thinking that. We was thinking this picture. How could we upgrade? How could we make an impact on the culture? And we already knew the steps that we had to take to actually get there. You know what I'm saying? So every situation you enter into, you do so with the end already in mind. If you getting into something and you can't see the end in mind, like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, most likely you won't be successful in divers right now. You know what I'm saying? So in every situation you enter into, you do so with the end already in mind, and you refuse to settle for anything less. Your goals are always a top priority, which can lead you to say or do things in your quest to achieve success that will make others feel uncomfortable. Just be careful not to be too goal focused, or you can lose sight of the beauty in the little moments in between. And that's a fact, man. You have to be focused. You have to be dedicated. You have to be committed, and you got to have a vision. A lot of people don't have vision, and if you don't have a vision, you got to respect that, and you got to respect who do have a vision. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you can't have a clear picture on what you want and how you're going to get there and what the end of this product look like when you doing it, then you won't really be successful. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, it's like I was saying, I sat down with like my brothers. I was doing this not-for-profit thing, and I was thinking about how could I create a business that could fund a not-for-profit and give back to the culture. You know what I'm saying? This is what was very important to me. But I had a lot of feeble minds around me, a lot of people that wasn't secure within themselves. And then you had people around me that wanted to get somewhere but really didn't know how to get there, but thought that the blueprint was already laid, so they didn't need you or feel like that was the case. But let me tell you something. I always had a clear picture. I always have a vision. I'm always a thinker. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever lose sight. I love the beauty in the little moments in between, because that's part of the process. That's the process. Most people want to skip the process and just become successful, but don't even know how they became successful. So when you fall off, you can't even duplicate that. So I don't really get too caught up, because if I started something, there's no way that you're going to be able to duplicate me. You're going to be able to duplicate my mind and the way how I see things and the way how my passion pushes me. There's no way that you can keep up with that. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of you guys watch how I started this Don't Hide the Plug, and you guys is watching this company, and you guys gonna watch this company become very, very, very successful and make a very big impact in our culture and give back to many communities, man. This is what that vision was about. Creating income on your own, because when you got to go to all these agencies and go through all these channels, man, the work gets slowed down. I'm not really on that kind of time. I'm on a record pace here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm getting to it. Getting to it. So you are a creature of habit. You are a creature of habit. Schedules and consistencies are your friends, creating a solid and predictable foundation upon which you can build your life. You like to know what to expect and how you should prepare for it, and you have no interest in surprises. You hear me? Yes. That's why I move the way I move, and I'm just on the kind of time I'm on, because I already know what I'm doing. I already know what it is. No one is being prepared and preparing for outside forces because they think the inside is so sweet that they not preparing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really play a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a focused person. I'm dead serious. I'm not with surprises. I'm with planning. I'm with accomplishing goals. I'm with setting tasks and knocking them things down. You know what I'm saying? I've been like that my whole entire life, even when I was in the streets. From when I left the streets into going into an office, I was on this kind of time. You know what I'm saying? I never really worked for anyone. I was always working for myself ever since I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in my position. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know what I mean? So, you have no interest in shallow. You're not the kind of person who is going to enjoy a one-night stand or a casual fling. You get into a relationship, you're all in. You want to connect with someone on a deep level. Establishing meaning relationships, and anything less is a waste of time, in my opinion. It's just what it is. You guys got to be mindful, and you guys got to recognize that stuff, man. So there you have it, man. 11 steps, man, that shows that you have a deep personality, and that personality is intimidating other people. You got to be very mindful of that. And if you listen to these 11 steps, man, you can probably tighten up your game. You know what I'm saying? And get to some of them goals that you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? So get to it, man.